Chris Santiago with MMA Islands. Today I'm here with Fury FC 53 co-main event winner, No Way, Jose Johnson. Jose, how's it going today?
Pretty good, brother. Just chilling. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. You've had some time to take in the win. How's all the feelings going for you after the win?
Uh, so this is not like my first rodeo. It's not like my first fight. Um, the best thing that's come from this is honestly my support system. You know, you really see who's the support that came from it.
For sure, for sure. Then you had some tough adversity in that first round against Mo Miller. How did you get through that? Like, he had a lot of wrestling to come at you with in the first and second round. How did you deal with that?
So there's only one like particular time where I was in trouble during any of the chokes. And then when he's back to the cage and I had to turn into him. And that he wasn't really choking on the right side. He didn't have his hooks in or anything like that. So I wasn't too much danger, I guess. So it was just staying calm at that point.
For sure, for sure. Then you got the submission win in round two. Amazing comeback. How hard was the opponent change? It was like, I believe, 4 days notice. How hard was it to change from Dudadontis to Mo Miller?
Yeah, it was a 3 days notice. Well, not even 3. I think it was like 2 actually. I got there in like an hour after we landed. We were going to get our rental, and they were like, "Hey, man." And I was like, "Wait, what? What happened?" Like, he couldn't get his visa. Transpired. You train with Jose Aldo. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of the greatest fighters of all time. How do you? He didn't walk you through this process. Like, I didn't understand it. So I was a little upset. Then I was even more upset because my manager was upset because they offered me a fight against a guy who's managed by the same team as same management as me. So that's always extremely conflicting. And then you come down to the stylistic change that happened there, because this dude's undefeated D1 wrestler. He's not looking to stand up with me. He's looking to fucking hug my ankles the whole time. And then Dantes, I was really looking forward to knocking out. So it was difficult, but
For sure. Then is that a fight that still interests you right now? Like, is Dantes still on your radar, or are you moving on from that fight?
So honestly, I don't like the dude's personality at all. Like, I don't care for him. If he would have got on like social media and was like, "Hey, I apologize to my opponent. I know you've been working hard," like, showed a little more respect for the fact that, you just pull out of a fight like 2 days. And then he was posting leading up to it like he had all his shit together. So I thought it was going to be a fight. I'm like, oh yeah, he's cutting weight, he's working hard, like, this is going to be a good fight. And boom, day before weigh-ins, he's finally posting like, "Hey, the fight can't happen." Like, fool, we already knew that, a whole day ago. Like, why are you trying to save your image? Like, you didn't get your stuff done. I mean, honestly, I would love to knock that old dude out, but I don't think I necessarily. If they want it, then I'm with it. If not, it is what it is.
And he's a former Bellator champion, but you got Mo Miller on the other side. Found the Contender Series, was offered to fight on the Ultimate Fighter, but fell out due to COVID-19. Mo Miller is a pretty big name. Do you think you should have got a UFC contract after beating a guy like that?
I definitely feel I should. However, I'm being, patience is everything. So we do. So I'm just being patient, just waiting for him to call me, just making sure I'm staying in shape, keeping my weight low. I'm ready regardless. So I know my time will come.
For sure, for sure. Then did you end up talking to Dana White after the fight was over? Like, did you have that post-fight conversation with him, or did you not see him?
Uh, he didn't really want to talk to me. I kind of called him out on his shit after the fight. So he didn't really have like too much to say to me. However, I did speak to Dean Thomas and Matt Serra. So.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. How was that conversation like? You know, talking to
Well,
a former UFC champion.
so Dean, he definitely he was talking to me at weigh-in, and he was telling me, he was like, "Hey, bro, like you," he's like, "Get it tomorrow. Tomorrow's your time." Stuff like that. He's just like motivational, super cool dude. And then he actually messaged me on Instagram, and he was telling me like, he's like stay ready, stay ready because you're on the radar, is what he was saying. So I was like, that was good. It was motivational. I didn't necessarily need to hear it from Dana. Dana's cool too, but
yeah. Hey, your time will come soon. I'm sure he'll turn it around for you for sure.
Roger that.
And then, how did you celebrate such a big victory?
Oh, we got drunk.
Do you like remember like anything from the night, or like was it like a hangover situation? What was it like?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm a pretty solid drinker, so it takes a lot for me to like get that like that. But we definitely had fun. We just felt good, I guess. Colorado's beautiful, man. So we were out there. It was just so much stuff to do. The people were so different and everything. So we just enjoyed that, and then flew back that next day. And my team threw me a congratulations party, and it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
Did you hit up any like cool or interesting places while you were in Denver, like throughout fight week? Like, is there any specific place that you really liked?
I played virtual reality and that was super fun. I was playing Creed 2
Oh,
on
nice.
the
Yeah.
VR.
Cool.
I almost punched the guy next to me on accident. It seems so freaking real. And then I was playing, and this little kid, he was talking trash to me. He's like, "Hey man, do you like have any friends around you that are like actually good to play?" It's just beating me up. It's pretty cool. And then we went to a lot of different restaurants, so
Cool.
that I necessarily didn't even get to eat at.
Yeah, true. How bad was the weight cut? Like, obviously missing out on the food's no fun, but how was the weight cut and down to 135? Like, how is that process usually like for you?
So I walk around at like around 160, 162, and I cut down to 35. And by far, this was the easiest, most chill cut I've had in my life. I was still eating out fight week. Like I was still eating, like legit
Oh,
meals.
nice.
I felt good. I felt strong. The next day, when I walked into the cage, I was almost 157 the next day. So yeah, it was great.
And obviously with Thanksgiving coming around, are you kind of glad that this fight is out of the way, like before Thanksgiving, so that you can enjoy the meal and the family and all that stuff?
I'm still gonna remain disciplined because, like Dean said, you are on the radar now. So just make sure you're ready. You don't just beat a guy like Mo Miller. I mean, it's not even that. I was the first person to finish him. So like, definitely get rise for that, and people were looking. So I just gotta remain disciplined. I actually got a tattoo on my neck yesterday that says "discipline" in Japanese.
Oh, nice,
Because
nice. Are you gonna get any new tattoos like later this year or maybe in 2022? Like any ideas for tattoos?
I was thinking about getting one by the end of this next week.
Really?
Yeah.
What's it gonna be?
So I'm an anime guy. So as you can, I got my Demon Slayer
Yeah,
shirt
Demon
on
Slayer.
actually. So I'm huge into anime, and I'm going to get the Rinnegan eye tattooed on one side, and then the Sharingan eye tattooed on the other side. So
Cool,
that's all
cool.
I'm gonna do right on my neck and then not gun.
And if you had to compare your fighting style to any anime character, who would it be?
Rock Lee.
Brock, nice man,
Rock
nice.
Lee, for sure. For sure. Just how just how he like how disciplined he is. But then I can like relate my personality to like Shikamaru as
Mm.
far as like being extremely annoying. So,
I want to agree with that, but what's your favorite anime of all time?
so I'm on Boruto right now, but my favorite anime of all time is Inuyasha, hands down. Probably the greatest one that I've watched. The music is fire. Everything is fire about it. I love it.
And your last performance was definitely fire. You didn't take too much damage in that fight. So when are you looking to turn around? Like December, January? Like what's the time frame for No Way Jose?
Man, I'll fight tomorrow. I took absolutely no damage. I had a little busted lip, so that was, and I think that's because I bit my. I was flipping my mouthpiece around because I have a really bad habit of doing that, and I think I bit my lip when I was when he was going for one of the chokes. So that's the only damage that I took.
hmm
Oh.
And how many fights would you like to have in 2022? Like, are you gonna pull a Kevin Holland and go 5-0? Like, how much fights are you gonna have in 2022? Do you think?
In 2019, I think I fought 5 or 6 times,
Wow.
and I'm trying to go for that again.
Mhm. And I believe You've won 7 out of your last 9 fights. 2 of those losses were against UFC fighters. Now, are those losses something that you're gonna look to get back in the UFC? Like, do you have any dream fights in the UFC? Like, what's the deal with that?
I definitely want to fight Ronnie Lawrence again. I definitely do, and it's not because I don't like the dude. Dude's an awesome guy, bro. He's a great dad. Uh, he was a solid. It was a solid fight. It was definitely a testing fight, and I wish I would have been at the point that I am now when that fight happened, because it would have not to take away from his win or anything like that. I think the outcome would have definitely been different. Or would have been for more of an exciting fight. So that's one I definitely I want to get back. I want to take.
Awesome. And in terms of dream fights, there's a lot of former UFC champions in the bantamweight division: Dominic Cruz, Cody Garbrandt, TJ Dillashaw. Is there like any names that you need to fight before you call it a career?
I definitely want to punch Sean O'Malley in the face.
Ooh, I'd pay to see that one.
I can't stand that dude.
Do you think the hype's real within him, or do you believe the hype that's
I
surrounding
mean,
him?
so solid. He's solid, but his ground game hasn't been, was bad now. And I honestly think so. He always says, "I'm the biggest 135 in the division, bro. I'm 6 foot at 135, and you're 5'11". Muscle definition, and then the guys that he fights, he kind of just runs the room because like he does have a tricky style, but he doesn't have a whole lot of power, and made him look like a child because he just was walking through everything that he threw. And I'm like, oh, you ain't got no power, but he's never been like really hit before either. So I just want to hit him. I just want to hit that dude.
And my last question, though, what can the fans expect to see from No Way Jose in 2022?
Excitement, man. Excitement and consistency. As much as they want me to fight it, that's as much as I'll fight. And I'm looking to end the fight anywhere and everywhere quick. So.
Got it. It was great talking to you, Jose. Is there anything that you want to say to the fans out there watching?
I just want to give a shout out to my gym, SAS, out of Texas. That's all I want to say, honestly. And freaking thank you so much for the interview, brother. It means a lot. Tag time because you made a post about me but didn't tag me.
Yeah, that was my admin, dude. I was on a plane back to Dallas, so I told my admin, "Hey, can you post that?" And then he didn't tag you, so I apologize for that.
Me and your admin gonna fight. No, I'm joking.
Awesome, man. Hey, if you're ever in Dallas, Texas, hit me up, man.
For sure, brother. I definitely will.
Awesome. Thanks, Jose.
All right, G.